It's Madden NFL 22, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Niners and the Texans, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Lance looking to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away.
We play to win.
So here come the Texans now for their first drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Mills. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll try and run for this with Mack. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. Back deep, Ray McLeod. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mitchell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up,
right.
Hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Right there. 54, right there.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a run with Mack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down now. It's Mack, and he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Mitchell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Lance now on first down. Flush to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Lance. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And Lance now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gold is able to put it through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. First down, Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Going nowhere.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by Gold is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And they've had some success on the ground, and with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Texans, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On play action, Mills. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. Another throw for Collins. This one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This a give to Mack running to the right. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Play action now, Mills. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. From the shotgun, it's Mills. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Mitchell, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Lance looking to throw it. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It got his man, complete. A big third down play there for the Niners. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air.
58, right over there. Yeah, Mike, 58.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
58 to the money. 58 to the money.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Here's Smith to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mills. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Let's go. Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Mitchell. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now Lance going to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's go.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. On first down, Mitchell, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. From just shy of midfield, Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown. George Kittle, 52 yards. And the Niners have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
All day, baby, all day.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A first down throw for Mills. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 1st and 10, Mills. Dorsett's got it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Right here, right here. 57, Mike 57.
Mills on first down.
I'm going back to you.
Dumps this one off to Mack. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hey, check Mike 57.
To throw again on second down. Mills. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's taken down inside the 30. 62 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red.
Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. 58 for Mike, 58.
Ready, go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So that drive, 4 plays, and a long run there in the end to top it off. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing, Mills. This to the outside for Mack. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 22, Mills. That's complete. It's Collins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Mills now from the 50. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Mills again. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Ray McLeod to return. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.